Hey everyone, it's Blanca and welcome back to my channel. I thought maybe today I'd give you guys the full story, the full in-depth coverage of my fear of libraries.
What a nerd.
Fear of libraries? I know, isn't that crazy? Like, who's afraid of going inside a library? This is probably when I was in elementary school, first grade maybe. Kinder, first grade, I don't know. It dates way back. So basically, when I was a tiny small one, my mother took me to our local library. This is always a very exciting moment for a small person. Getting your first library card, being able to enjoy checking out a book and owning something of value. Don't tell me books don't have value, because they do. I was super excited to get my first library card to be able to check out books, you know, be like all the cool kids. So we went, got my library card, whatever, got a couple books. How exciting, right? This is where the story gets interesting. One of the books I had checked out was a pop-up book. I think it was like animal related. You follow the story of like animals, and then in between you can cut out like little critters and like use them like during the whole storyline. In the back of that book were those critters that you can cut out and then use them while you're reading the book. I mean, I'm sure we've all seen episodes in a lot of cartoons back in our day, you know, where they would always put out a PSA saying, hey, don't ruin your library books, because then your library card gets denied and you can't go back and blue blah blah blah. I guess that message didn't quite stick to my head. So what I did was I cut them out, and I distinctly remember cutting out a lion. When I had cut out the lion, that's when I had realized I had made a huge mistake. So I did the next best thing. I threw that book out the window and decided this is unclean. What book are you talking about? What pop-up book? Comes the time to turn in my library books, and I had plenty of other books with me, so I'm like, I got my books. What are you talking about? I have all my books. I'm ready to turn them in, thinking I would get away with it. Go to the library, turn them in, pish posh, all good. They didn't realize anything. Cool beans. I was off the hook. This is where my parents get involved. Turns out there's a book missing. The library person tells us, you know, there's a book missing from your last visit and we just need it in order for you to take out more library books. And my mom's like, well, that's weird. We turned in all the books that like she had checked out. So, you know, library lady's going, click, 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 click. Okay, well, this is the book you're missing. And we look at the book, and I think they had showed us a picture or something, but it was a blue book. That's what I can remember. In my head, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I turned in that book. I'm pretty sure I turned in the blue book. So what I decided to do is I decided to stay quiet and not mention anything about the pop-up book. Oh my god, this is so bad. So my parents fought against the library. They went against the library and they said, you know, we turn this book in, and it became this huge ruckus. I'm over here like, I know the truth, I know what happened, but I didn't want to say anything. Let's just say that was a really traumatic experience, and I really never did go back to libraries. You know, my parents paid the fine and we got over that hurdle, but that was always a constant little thing in my head. So every time I would go to a library after that, it would always be like, oh my gosh, they know. So that's always been a recurring thought every time I go to the library. It was always just like, I'd always lose the library cards. I'd never really check out books because I was just always afraid that they would, I don't know, accuse me of that stupid pop-up book. And now I'm saying it in front of everybody here on the social webs. And you know, this just happened years ago, and I was just small and I was just scared, and yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Now I'm still tentative about going to libraries. I much more prefer buying my books at a bookstore or going to a Goodwill. Probably should go to the library because then I can just turn it back and then get another book. You know, the library is just an amazing thing, and I'm probably taking it for granted all because I'm letting some childhood trauma still affect me. But that's pretty much it, the story about how me, Blanca Carla Arriaga, has a slight phobia of libraries. Yikes. Thanks you guys once again for watching my video and sticking in. And if you would like, give it a huge thumbs up. Please make sure, if you want to keep watching more videos that are probably inconsistently posted, click the subscribe button somewhere down, around, or at the end of this credit. And as always, see you guys in the future.